Hello and welcome to my corner of the world. Today I'm going to share with you a little gift box idea. Maybe make a nice little gift for a teacher appreciation, and basically it's the EOS hand cream and then a nail file all decorated up, and basically you can make it for Thanksgiving, Christmas, or maybe a birthday gift. You just need to change up your colours. So to start with, then we're going to need a half a sheet that's 8.5 by 5.5. I'm using Mossy Meadow, and I've cut my piece out, and I've used the Stampin Up's Fry Box die here. And when you use this die, you need to remember to use the crease pad to cut. Otherwise, you might find that the scoring that goes on here will cut and break down, and you won't get a good result. So that's our box. And so for my project, to use the box as is, it was too wide across here. So I've modified it so that it's not as wide. And how I've done that is that I have taken some scissors and I have just cut across the like that, and then with my fast fuse, and I'm going to use a silicone mat for this, I've just run some fast fuse across the bottom, and then I've just taken it in around about 1/4 inch like that, and then press that firmly. The next thing I'm going to do is decorate up the top pieces, and I've made these little decorative pieces, and I've done them by using a 1/4 inch round, a 3/4 inch round in a piece of cardstock. Again, this is a great way of using up your scraps. And then I'm going in, and this is the 1 1/4 inch scallop circle, just making sure my hole is centered, and then cutting that like that. And then with my regular snail adhesive, I'm just going to put a little, don't need a huge amount, and attach that to the back round about the middle there, what I think's the middle anyway, and then go in with the 3/4 inch punch again and just line it up so that you can just see green and none of the cherry cobbler. That's the contrasting colour that I have here. And then again a little snail on the back, and then line it up, and then we get our decorative little hole that will be used to put some ribbon to hold the nail file in place. Then I have a couple of pieces of designer series paper, and basically it was the paper that dictated my colour choices using the Mossy Meadow and the cherry cobbler. This piece here is for the front, and that's 2 1/4 by 1 1/2, and I'm just going to attach that to the front with some snail adhesive like this. And then this piece is for my nail file, and this is 3 1/2 by 1 1/2, and I've scored it at 3/8 and at 1 inch. And so if I just put folds into place there, and then I'm going to put some snail adhesive just down on one side, and close it flat. And then I've got my little stapler. This is from Stampin' Up as well. I'm just going to put a staple in there, and then my nail file. And that's ready to go there. So those are those pieces. Now I'm going to finish work on my box. Now you need to put these score lines in. If you look closely, they are actually curved. I find I need to persuade them so as I get the best finish, like this. Just gently ease it in, and you'll find that it gives you the classic curve there. And then put in my score lines. Make sure that you rub them well with your bone folder, and then make sure that you get a good finish on your box, like that. Now I did find that because I've shortened this piece, that I need to take a tiny little bit off of the sides here to make it fit snugly when I put it together. And I'm going to be putting a fast fuse on these tabs. And I think I'll just put a little bit more near to the top there, and then just persuade everything to come together. If you don't press it too hard at this point, you can still undo it if you need to, but I think that's in a good place, so give that a good press down. There we go, I think that's good. Nice and firm. Okay, so there's our box, and then I'm going to just take a little of the 1/8 inch gold ribbon, and I'm going to just thread it through the hole and then bring it up over the front of the nail file like this. It's not behaving itself for me. And then I'm just going to tie it off in a simple knot, and you'll find then that that will keep your nail file in place. And just trim that off with my scissors. Oops. Right, I think that wants to sit that way. Now I shredded some tissue paper, and just tuck that inside. Just allows the little hand cream to pop up like that. And then for my decoration, I've got a little bit of vanilla cardstock, very vanilla, and I'm using the Wishing You Lots of Joy stamp, and that's from the Lots of Joy stamp set, and I'm using Mossy Meadow ink, and I'm going to punch that out with the bracket labels punch. Center it up, and then I'm going to punch a separate piece out in the cherry cobbler. Oh, just need to persuade that, yeah, to go down. And then with this piece I'm going to cut it in half and just snip off these side pieces because they're going to be in the way otherwise, like that. And then with my snail on the top and the bottom of the vanilla greeting, Just gonna line that up like that, and then again on the bottom, and then I'm going to just get myself a dimensional and I'm going to pop that on the bottom of the greeting, and then I'm going to leave it so it pops up nicely there. A couple of little gold stars. This is using the star from the Itty Bitty Punch pack, and I'm going to use a glue dot to pop it on the back up there, and so that the nail file doesn't feel left out, I'm going to pop one up on the top there, and then we just pop in the hand cream, and then I've made a bow out of the 5/8 gold satin ribbon just with a glue dot, and I'm just gonna stick it in there so that the gold ribbon pokes around and through, etc., just to give it an extra level of lusciousness. So there we are. As I said earlier, I think it would make a really good gift for a teacher or for a cafeteria, or maybe the bus driver, your nail technician, whoever, and I think they'd be really pleased to receive something handmade. So all the supplies are available on my website, and I'll put a link at the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this project, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you, and bye for now.